Hi, you're very welcome. Welcome back to tip number 7, how not to be organized at home. So be not organized. These are the 7 tips that will help you to be organized. And be organized before you get to the show. So tip number 7. Tip number 7, I'm very excited. And this is one that you all really enjoy, but sometimes the plan could be a lot better. And that is exercise. So exercising your horse, making sure he is fit, having a plan of how long road work, building up his fitness, her fitness, getting the belly off him from when you bring him in, gauging the fitness, having a plan to break up his routine, keeping your pony animal's life interesting, making sure between shows and after shows what work he needs in between, what grids she might need, what gymnastics, having a plan, discussing it with your trainer, making sure that you build in pole work during the week. So that when you get to the show and you have the horse's plan and a system that works for that animal, deciding how much work he needs, how much work she needs. Some ponies need lots, some need less, some need to be fresh, some need to be kept outside. There's so many different areas, but understanding your animal, understanding their exercise and making a journal of it, writing down exactly what you've done and sticking to that plan. When you see exercise here, making a list for each animal across the line, understanding what works. And when you take that detail, just like ordinary businesses, top businesses are run because it's the attention to detail that will get you the result. So that's a detail that you please, the deeper you go into it and the more you analyze it and discuss it and understand your animal, the better and the easier and the quicker you'll get those great results in the ring. So thank you for listening to the 7 tips. I'm going to quickly conclude them again. So tip number 1 is about declutter. So understanding that taking clean areas of the 4 areas from your wardrobe to the tack room to the stable to the feed room and even the lorry, your Jeep, keeping it organized and a system in place. So declutter, get rid of all the rubbish, only use what you want, what you need. Anything that's you need to disregard. Again, tip number 2, very simple. There's a place for everything in its place. So when you have a system in place, you put it back. You don't put it down, you put it back. Tip number 3 was all about the vet. Under getting a plan for the vet and your horse's best health. Your animal's best health, your pony, your horse's best health, and every one of them having a system in place. Making notes when she comes, putting into the journal what was discussed, and re-looking at it and critiquing it. Number 4 was all about your animal's nutrition. A feed, what works for them. Every horse again is completely different. How much they need, what they want, whether they need supplements, iron. Keep an eye on this, just like the vet with dosage and vaccination, having your books signed in, stamped. Tip number 5 is all about the farrier, making sure the feet are right. So that number 5 is so important, having a plan, sitting down, taking it so seriously, taking it professionally, understanding that horse, each foot on each horse, and having a discussion when he was done, what shows you're going to, what shoes suit and match that horse. And being there is so important. Number 6 is all about tack, bridles, saddles, numbness, fitting of bridle saddles, rugs, boots, every single part of a tack of equipment you put on your animal, just make sure it's 100% right. And get expert advice if you're not sure. And tweaking the bits and bridles, it's so important. Spurs if you need them, what size, what you need to make your horse, your animal, the most comfortable he can be when he has his tack on him. Many of us are guilty of not having this right. So make sure this is 10 out of 10. Number 7 again is all about exercise. Making sure that he is 10 out of 10 fit by the time he gets to the show. If you're working up to the big show, build him up slowly. But make sure that you have a plan in place throughout the week. So you're not just up and, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Have a specific plan from Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, exactly what you feel that animal needs. and make note of it, what works, what isn't working out, what works. Make a note of it and get to understand your animal, because again, every animal is different. I really hope that these 7 tips help you to be more organized, and not to be disorganized, but to be more organized by the time you get to the show, because I promise you, if you follow them from 1 to 7, it will make your life so much better. I've seen people's lives transformed. It's, my God, a relief when I get to the shows, because I'm so much organized. My headspace is so much better. Before, I hadn't things organized. I was brilliant at some parts of it wasn't always, that 7 areas were never touched. And so when I have these in place, it makes it so much easier. I feel so much more responsible, so much more professional when I get into that ring. So thank you so much, and I look forward to sharing my new tips, my next tips very soon.